ذلك من آيات الله من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وتحسبهم أيقاظا وهم ينظرون لا يمين ولا تشمال وكلبهم باسط ذراعيه بالوسط لو اطلعت عليهم لوليت منهم فرارا ولملئت منهم رعبا وكذلك بعثناهم ليتساءلوا
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وبعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله تعالى وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. All that group there, you can move right to the front, that whole group there. There's a big space in front of you. The yellow groupie, move to the front. There's a big space in front of you there. Shukran. And shukran for all the brothers that's parking so considerately outside. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah continue to bless you and your loved ones. And may Allah encourage you to make amal on the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Khairun nas wa anfa'u lin nas. I know it's a due adjustment for the gate on the other than the far side to work your way in. But with Allah, you will get used to it inshallah. And just adhere to the traffic cop daarachter. Nee, ander traffic cop agter. Luister maar wat die traffic cop sê. Hy phone maar die haklori sê ek wou al die kar die overly hoor nie. So alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted us another Jumah in His obedience and in His service. And these few days, globally, these few days was the most difficult days, I think, for the entire world. To see these images daily. We are bombarded by brutal images of children becoming collateral damage for a war of the greedy, for a war of the Zionist regime, for a war of global domination. Children has been used for target practice to be blamed on another group. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the sabr and the contentment and the istiqamah not to give up on this fight. Not to give up, to push forward. Not to stand still, to push forward. And most importantly, not to believe the lies that are spread in the names of our brothers and sisters in Aqsa al-Mubarak. And I will say this again, and we must be reminded again, that every news outlet, mainstream media, that you see, or that we follow, or that we hear, are tools by the puppet masters to control how the world must think. But alhamdulillah, in the age of the technology that we're in, they cannot control all the information. So what do? They block your Instagram account. They block your Facebook account. They tell you that because of the images that you posted on your account, by the way, it's not their account, it's your account, your own account. Because they ask you all your information. Before you open your account, they ask you your information. Not the boss's information. They ask you yours. So it's yours. If it's yours, you can do whatever you want to with it. But this is the core of our topic today. Freedom of speech. Is freedom of speech really free? Can I say what I want to you and you can say what you want to me? Can they say what they want to? It's only a group of people that can say what they want to, when they want to, and how they want to. Because all those in charge, the powers that be, they want to limit people's thinking. They want to control people's thinking. So what do? They funnel you into a way of thinking to conform to their way of thinking. How do I mean? If you listen to all news outlets, every single news outlet, every single news agency, every single journalist, if the perpetrator is not a Muslim, if the perpetrator is not a Muslim, then the crime that he or she is accused of, they use the word allegedly. Have you heard this before on radio and on TV? They say the alleged criminal, the alleged attacker, the alleged so-and-so, the alleged so-and-so. The moment it is a Muslim, they say the militant, the terrorist, the right wing. That's the word they use. So they guide you into a way of thinking. And that is why we sometimes find Why is it, like in London at this very moment in London, the London police are searching for a man that's been assaulting women, Muslim women. He targets Muslim women. Now, if we hear the stupidity behind that, is that London is the city that is most surveilled in the entire world. Every street corner of London has got a camera. Every street corner. So for them to say they can't find this man is big lies. But this is what propaganda does. Propaganda will make that you and I think the victim is the villain and the villain is the victim. That's what propaganda can do. And that is why for a long period of time, for a very long period of time, everybody in the entire world thought the people being killed in Gaza was him. Everybody thought the people that were killed in Gaza or being killed in Gaza, they're only Muslim. It's not true. And alhamdulillah, with the new information that we're getting, or the information that's out there, we've got our Christian brothers and sisters, we've got our Jewish brothers and sisters, alongside with us in this fight. Because what does Allah say in the Quran? وَلَا تَلْبِسُوا الْحَقَّ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتَكْتُمُوا الْحَقَّ وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Do not cover the truth with falsehood. And if you know the truth, speak the truth. And this is what's happening. And that is why at this present time, no matter what you see on TV, just remember this. The help of Allah is coming. The help of Allah is coming. There are so many of these young Jewish kids that are saying, no, we don't want to be part of your war anymore. You have killed too many children. You have killed too many women. And you have taken things that doesn't belong to you. And you're using our name. Why are they saying our name? Why are they saying our name? Because they know that there's a big difference between the Zionist and the Jew. That's why they say, not in our name. Don't use our name. The Zionism is a political group, like I said last week. It's a political agenda for global domination. And that is why when they tell us lies of democracy, there is no such thing as democracy in the world. Don't be fooled by thinking that democracy works. Democracy only works if you are aligned with them. Then democracy works. If they ask you for free and fair elections in a country and they don't vet the president that they want, they will make sure either he gets killed or he gets smeared in a campaign or he just blatantly he dies of a heart attack. You put inverted commas, heart attack. That's how he dies. The first free and fair election in the Egyptian country, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted them a leader, a shaheed, a Dr. Muhammad Mursi. And the first thing he said was, now we open the border. That we can help our brothers and sisters. What happened to him? Immediately in prison. Smeared his name completely back. And then they threw him in prison. And that's where he died. Subhanallah. Muammar Gaddafi, same thing. He had three things in his country. He wanted to get away from the dollar. Away. He wanted to trade in gold. And his country had millions of tons of gold. What did they do? Civil war. Kill him. The same with Saddam. Saddam said to him, the day you're going to hang me, you're going to see what's going to happen to this country. And look at Iraq now. Iraq is in the shambles. Iraq is in the shambles. So every leader who stands up against them, we don't want your democracy here. We'll have our own thing. And we see this now in Kenya and Uganda and many other countries. Freedom of speech is only allowed if you conform with them. The moment you speak out, now they start targeting you. There's two groups who are off limits for the freedom of speech campaign. Two groups. The Zionists and the LGBTQ movement. You don't touch that two groups. The moment you touch these two groups, they're going to smear you black. They're going to discredit your name. They're going to make you the worst person under the sun. And what is sad is that we know the tricks. We know all the stuff. But if somebody were to come and tell you now, you know there where Moenier was before, no? Moenier stole money. Then you will say, really? Yes, I can take you to somebody who know him. He stole money. And then wallahi, that's how the rumor grows and grows and grows until somebody believes the truth. This is how they trick us. This is how they've always been tricking us. Propaganda. Creating an enemy where there is no enemy. And that is why there's a saying that says, for a hero for a hero to exist, you must create a villain. And who are the villains? People from Middle Eastern descent. It used to be back in the 60s, early, it used to be black people. They shifted on now. Now they're going to the Middle East. They're coming after our people. They are the new villains. And who will always want to be the hero? Which country? The Americans. Always want to be the heroes. Want to walk in and tell people how to run their own country. Always. Brothers and sisters of the Jama'ah, there's only one way for us to move forward from now onward. Only one. No other way. Al-Quran wa sunnati Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And may Allah make us of those people who get in touch with Al-Quran. Because if we're not in touch with Al-Quran, all these things will be easy. The lies and the deception, we will believe it. Because we're not in touch with the Book of Allah. Al-Kitab Al-Qassam, the special forces of Hamas. If you must see their training videos, you will be amazed at what these people do. Besides being a military organization or military, the army of Palestine, these are Hufad of the Quran. All of them. They're Hufad of the Quran. They fast every Monday, every Thursday. Ayyamul Bid, they fast. They stand up every night for tahajjud. Subhanallah. And if you look at the videos, you will see that the one recites Quran to the other one. And so forth and so on. So which means their connection with the Quran is tight, it is solid. And when they're pushed into the hospitals, what is the thing that you hear the most in the hospitals? The person laying there, going through all that pain, he or she will be reciting Quran. So this is a lesson for us. If we want victory, get back to the Book of Allah. And don't fall for the lies of democracy and freedom of speech. This is for Al-Aqsa, inshallah. I will read out the totals of last week that we collected for Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak. Barakallah fi to everybody who has given. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase you and create you and give all khair and barakah. Ameen. So as I was saying, the truth is something like a myth nowadays. It's like a myth. And Islam teaches us to speak the truth. Qulul haq walau kana murra. Speak the truth even if it's against you. Now this is something that these hayawanat, these shayateen, don't seem to understand. All the lies that they've spread about the Palestinians, about Hamas, has never ever materialized. Never. When Hamas retaliated to them, what is the first thing that they did? If they are so innocent as they claim to be, what was the first thing that they did when the general said, the first form of retaliation, what are we going to do? Cut off the water. Cut off electricity. No food. No fuel. Nothing. But you the victim? Is this the thoughts of a victim? The thoughts of a victim doesn't do this, like things like this. And subhanallah, like I always say, if you want to look at something, you look at the big picture. Before you comment, before you jump on anybody's comment section, look at the big picture. And what we see is, all the accusations that they make of Hamas, all the accusations, you will hear from authentic sources that Hamas is not what they tell the people they are. Hamas only retaliates soldier to soldier. That's it. Innocent killing of babies, that is not true. The White House spread a rumor that Hamas cut off the heads of babies. It was then come out, it's not true, it's false news. But everybody jumped on it because it comes out of the White House. Now you see how brainwashed people can be. You can put, Barack Obama was in that house, and Michelle Obama. It wasn't the Black House, still a White House. That's how they brainwash people. Anybody that come from European descent, and they say something, it is the truth. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to us in the Quran, oh, you believe, speak words that are directed as truth, the righteous words. And Allah says, if you conduct yourself in this particular way, I'm only speaking the truth, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you a great reward. A great prize is waiting for you. And this is what we can see globally. No matter what lies they spread, somebody will stand up, or a group of people will stand up. That's lies that you're telling them. We know the truth. And that is why one of the most underrated heroes of Al-Aqsa Al-Mubarak is the Irish nation. They are the most underrated people, because they are the ones standing by Aqsa more than any Arab leader is standing by Al-Aqsa is the Irish government and the Irish people. And we must admit that, we must acknowledge that. Maaf for the Irish, but we couldn't help but to win him in the World Cup. I couldn't help it. We had to kick them out of the World Cup, I'm sorry. We can't support them so much. My boys can't go home. But these are the Irish people. Do you know why they're like that, and why South Africa is like that also? Because we know what they're going through. Why America is like that with Israel? Because whatever Israel is doing there, America did the same thing in their country to establish the United States of America. They wiped out more than 3/4 of the indigenous people of the land. They were so coward and so cruel that before they came there, the American Indians never knew about terminal diseases or deadly diseases, deadly sicknesses. That's why they never had antidotes. What they did to them was so cruel, is that when they got off the ships, they gave them blankets infested with smallpox. And the people started dying one by one. That is what colonizers do. That's what colonizers are still doing. That's what colonizers did to us. That's why we don't speak our own languages anymore. We only speak English, because the English colonizers took us. And now we adopted their language. But our state of our brothers and sisters in Gaza, we must never ever stop talking about it. Ever. We are the ones that can make the change. We are the ones that can take this fight forward. We are the ones that with the help of our du'as and our sacrifices, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant him victory. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was once asked, Ya Rasulullah, what is the best form of jihad? What is the best form of jihad? What do you think he said to the person? He said to this person, as the person was getting onto the horse, riding away, he says, Kalimatul haq inda sultanin ja'irin. Kalimatul haq, speak the truth inda sultanin ja'irin. Speak the truth in front of an unjust leader. Speak the truth in front of an unjust leader. And that's why if the leader is just, a true, proper leader, Sheikh Yakin, if the leader is true and just and fair and equal, what will his reward be the day of Qiyamah? His reward will be, he will be under the shade of Allah, where the day that there is no shade. The one of the categories is Imamun Adilun, a fair and just ruler. Do we find them these days? No, we don't find them. We don't find them, subhanallah. And that's why the hadith speaks about this. And as we can see, every footage of every Palestinian child, they stand up to an unjust leader. They will stand, like they say in Afrikaans, boast in boast. Boast in boast. With the Israeli soldier, fully kitted out, with not an ounce of fear in them. Not an ounce of fear. And have you seen them when they are arrested? They never look down. They never hang their head in shame. They hold their heads up high and they smile. Why? Whatever they're going to go through, Allah has planned something much, much greater for them. And that must be our thinking also. You know, I was supposed to travel to Al-Aqsa Al-Mubarak in December. Our trip was postponed because of conditions there. And everybody was telling me, Moenier, you must be careful. Don't say this, don't say that, don't say this, don't say that. But if you know Moenier don't hear stuff like that. What Moenier here is, speak the truth. Don't be afraid of them. If I want to call Benjamin Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu, because that's what he is. He's a Nazi ruler. He's a serial killer. He kills children. The blood of Palestinian children is on his hands and his cabinet's hands. I will call him that. And if you've got a problem with it, go stand in line and take a number. There's a lot of people got a problem. Deal with it. Get over it. We are not afraid anymore. You cannot censor us. You cannot tell us, don't say this and don't say that. Don't speak out against this and don't speak out against that. That's why I said to you, there's two groups you do not touch. The LGBTQ movement and the Zionist movement. Jews will tell you Zionism is not them. They're not our religion. Orthodox Jews will tell you they don't represent us. And we were told as ulama, we were told here in Cape Town, we were issued letters. If you speak out against LGBTQ, you can be arrested or pay a fine. My broer kan sê bang vir die tronkie man. You think I'm scared of jail? I'm not scared of jail. I was there already. I'm here again. Not scared. It's abomination. They cursed by Allah. What do you want me to say? Yes, no, it's fine. Be diplomatically correct. Don't speak. You are cursed by Allah. You are acting in this type of stuff. You are cursed by Allah. They can salah, and you know what is funny? Is that they say, no, we make our salah, we read Quran, this. But we only do that. Allah destroyed the entire nation because of that action. The entire nation Allah destroyed. And you think you're going to justify it by, I'm doing all this, so I can't do that. Jy kan my ander mense besigheid in krappie man. Allah wil dit daai nie. So that is why I say to them, you want to arrest me? No problem. I'm here 6 days a week, 7 days a week I'm here. I live in Skaapkraal, I'll give you my address also. You want to come, you come. But you must come, you come correct. Don't come play. That is why, inshallah, when I speak again, we will handle this LGBTQ movement also. This scourge, this abomination that's come to our children. We mustn't talk out against, why? Don't ruffle the feathers. Don't speak out against them. They are the same group, same WhatsApp group. Inshallah. That is why, when the DA painted that rainbow colors in Somerset Street, not too long after that, they were invited from here to America, conference, 22 million rand there, there's your funding for that rainbow colors. Everything that we see is not real. Everything we read is also not real. So we must open our eyes. The person sitting next to you, the day when the call is made and the person sitting next to you, that will be the person you can depend on. That will be that brother. Not the person you want to buy favor with. You must stop carrying favor. We have an amana to them, like they took the amana for us, we have an amana to them. We must repeat this over and over and over, brothers. Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak is calling out to us. There's a song that they sing. Where are al-Muslimin? Where are you? Where are al-Arab? Where's the Arabs? They say, Aina Salahuddin? Where is Salahuddin? Oh, Allah sent back Umar. Where is Umar? Because these were the champions. And when they took Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak, they never took revenge on anyone. This is Islam. This is Islam, and we've seen it in the clips now. When they walk into the houses, what do they say? Don't worry, we are Muslim, we won't hurt you. And then those liars say that Hamas is killing everybody left, right, and center. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in this time of Jumah, oh Allah grant our brothers and sisters victory. Oh Allah, you take this matter into your hands and get rid of all those greedy people. Even if they are Muslim and they're in the way, get rid of them. They are more of the problem than the solution. Our Arab leaders sit right around Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak. They only talk. Only words. No action. They are docile. They have been made docile. People say, yeah, but what about Turkey? What about Turkey? Erdogan talk too much. Imran Khan talk too much. They say if Israel attacks Al-Aqsa, they say, if you do that again, then you see what we do. You know what Benjamin Netanyahu say? You all talk. You won't do anything. When we know you won't do anything. So we will do it again and again and again. Are you telling me they started bombing on Sunday? It's again almost Sunday. How long will it take you to get your army from your country to that country? How long does it take? A week. They all talk. They are useless. That's why Rasulullah speaks about the people of Al-Aqsa. He says, there will be a group of my people that will stay on the haqq. They will stay on truth. And that are those people who, man hum ya Rasulullah? Aina hum? Who are they? Rasulullah says, the people of Al-Aqsa and those around Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak. That is why you see in the videos now, the men don't cry anymore for the children. They don't cry. They say, no, don't cry. And you can ask the musallis here at night, I do not mention the fatalities of the Palestinians anymore. I stopped that. I will only tell you how much Israelis got killed, not the fatalities of Palestine. Do you know why? All of them are shuhada. All of them. وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ الَّذِينَ قُتِلُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ أَمْوَاتٍ بَلْ أَحْيَاءٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ يُرْزَقُونَ. All of them are shuhada. How can it be said for shaheed? We must make dua for such deaths. For Allah grant us to be shuhada. But you cannot become shuhada if you can't fill the masjid from the front. You cannot become shuhada if you don't park properly outside. You cannot become shuhada if you don't commit yourself here. Allah says 5 times, Hayya ala salah, hayya ala al-falah. 5 times you are called. You come only when there's a function. Why did you come to Jumah? If I miss 3 Jumahs, I will become kafir. If I don't come to Jumah, I must suffer. Brothers, come now, man. It's 2023. Shukran. It's 2023. Must you still be reminded? We must start attending our masajid like this every single day. It must look like this. Every single day, for every single waqt, it must look like this. Then they will start shivering. Then they will start fearing. And then they will know, Jaysh Muhammad sawfa ya'ud. The army of Muhammad will return. That is what we need to do. But we will march and we will create awareness and we will make our voices heard. And I will say this again. Our president is a two-faced liar. Cyril Ramaphosa is a liar. He lies to us. He tries to make us fall asleep. He stands on the stage with a scarf like this. I stand with the Palestinians. He's lying. How do you allow dual citizenship? You are the president. You can stop this like Venezuela did, like Chile did, like other South American countries. You either here or you there. Not both. The moment you are a military officer and you go to another country to fight their war, you are a mercenary and you must be arrested. Those are war crimes. But he allows it. And our Muslim leaders believe this man. Subhanallah, our senior scholars believe this man. They say, no, this is our president. The ANC is our party. Your ANC party is allowing our brothers and sisters to be killed. There. Your ANC party. They are giving out the passports. You can call the day what you want to. But the ANCs are the culprits that let these people go out to go and fight there in Israel. They issue the passports. They issue the dual citizenship. Cyril Ramaphosa with us lies. He's not with us. He's with them. He's with his bosses, with his puppet masters. Allah grant us true leaders, Ya Allah. True leaders that will stand up and say, enough is enough. No more. You either live here or you go live there. We don't want you here. If you're killing children, we don't want you here. You stay there, don't come back. That is what we need. But don't be fooled when a man like that comes into our masjid, which I will never allow, by the way. I will never ever allow that. That man must come and he say, you're going to make salah now here with us. Puti, don't come down and play here. Go play there in parliament. Don't come play here in our masjid. Then they say, did you see? Cyril made salah with us. Did you see? Cyril made salah. The man said, La khawla wa la quwwata illa billah. There's 2 cameras in it. I can't say what I want to say. It's 2 cameras. The man is a liar. And our senior scholars, oh, Ya Allah, the president is here, the president is here. So he is the reason that our children are being killed there, man. When are you going to wake up? When are you going to see for what is? You need to wake up. And you must tell them to wake up. Tell them to wake up and stop supporting them. Tell them to tell you, yes, we're going to stop dual citizenship. That is the one thing that we need. Dual citizenship must stop in our country. And then you can say, now I'm with the Palestinians. Not saying stand with a scarf, because what do they want to come do there? What do they want to come and do? They only want the votes. That is it. That is all. And once they got it, they're done. We don't see them again. So inshallah, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, my brothers. Ya ma'ashar al-jama'ah. After Jumah, there will be a picketing demonstration on Prince George Drive, Masjid Rasheed, Rahmaniya Masjid. I think Moenier will also join us. If you don't have to go back to work, please come and join us. Please come and join us. That is why you see all the Palestinian flags, all the Palestinian memorabilia. Everything is here. Join us. Let our voices be heard. Because wallahi, all your support, all the footage, they get in Gaza. And ask the uncles, ask the Mu'tamirin that has traveled to Gaza, ask them to Al-Aqsa if they hear you from Cape Town. Ask them how they treat you. They want to hug you. They want to kiss you. The only thing they ask is, make dua for us that we have the istiqamah to keep standing firm here. Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak is calling to us. Every single Muslim in the entire globe has a piece of Al-Aqsa dedicated just for them. All we must do is we must go. That's it. One thing we must tell our leaders from now onwards: stop marching to the parliament. That's a waste of our time. We march to the Moroccan government. We march to the Egyptian government. We march to the Emirati government. We go stand before their doors and we shout out to them, why are you silent? Why are you sitting and watching this? After all these atrocities, Abu Dhabi says, our ties with Israel are strong as ever. Don't worry. We won't break our ties with you. Our ties with you are strong as ever. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Are you comfortable with the blood of women and children on your hands? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that they pluck those unjust rulers out. Pluck them out. And let them die slow, horrible deaths. Don't kill them quickly. No, that's too soon. No, they must suffer. Like our people suffered for 75 years. They must suffer too. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us victory. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, number one, grants us the istiqamah to follow our masajid like this every day. The other thing is, my brothers and sisters in Jama'ah, is that you and I play a key role in this whole scenario of this global event that's happening. Key event, key things that we do. Number one, teach your children what's going on there. Number two, educate yourselves. So when somebody speaks to you, you can give them an informed answer about what's going on. I've got 2 minutes. I want to tell you what happened to me in 2 minutes, inshallah. 2 minutes. I drive Uber. The other day in Sea Point, Little Tel Aviv. There was a Little Tel Aviv there, so Sea Point. So two of them got into my car and they see the Al-Aqsa tasbih hanging there, and the one saw my ring and she asked me, so you pro-Palestinian? I said, just like you pro-Israeli, I'm pro-Palestinian. You have your opinion, I've got mine. Let's leave it there. Hy wil nie hoor nie, hy wil aanbaklei. Okay, fine, no problem. She then says to me things like, so you condone the activity, the actions of Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist group. Do you say this? Yes, they're a terrorist group. I said, okay, I'll agree with you that they are terrorists. But where on the list do I put their names? Because we have the Americans, the biggest terrorists in the world. We've got the British, we've got Israel, we've got France, we've got Belgium. Where must Hamas go on there? If you can find a slot for me there, then we can put a name there, no problem. And she didn't want to answer me. She didn't want to answer me. The Americans are quick to call out, war crime, war crime, war crime. They send out a warrant of arrest for Putin, war crime, war crime. Their governments have committed war crime since the Vietnam War, and it hasn't stopped. Not one American president has been called by the World Court to stand trial for war crimes. Not one. Since Vietnam, not one has come to the fore. So you want me to be apologetic? So I said to her, the last thing I said to her before she got out of the car, I said to her, I apologize, man. I forgot what your people are like. I forgot, man. You ask people for help, then they give you the country, and then afterwards you take the country over. So the same thing happened in my car. You ask me for a lift, I give you a lift. I forgot about your people. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, forgot, man. But okay, it's fine. Don't worry. She got the other friend is apologizing. So I said, no, man, don't worry, man. Don't apologize. She get out of the car. She slammed my door closed. I said, you see that terrorist? Because into my car now. But education, brothers. Educate yourselves. And don't let people tell you to give up your job if you're working for them. Don't. Work there. Learn how they think. Learn what they're doing. See what they're doing. Build yourself to a ladder where you can get another brother in, another sister in. Now you tell them, listen, this is why we're working here. Not only working here for a paycheck. We need to see how they're doing things. That's what the true soldier does. He goes in, he reads, and he studies, and when he comes back, he will beat you with your own tools. Because that's what they did to us. Maar ons vang mos 'n slap. Slams in die Kaap op kry wat jy wil barangs. Slams in die Kaap op kry 8 rakaats, 20 rakaats. We don't see the big picture. Maulud yes, Maulud no. Groot aan en niks groot aan. Gadat, die. When they fight over stupid stuff, man. It's time for us to wake up. Our people are dying all over the world. You got time to fight for this nonsense? It's time for us to unify. It's time for us to come together as one ummah. Why do you think we have Jumah on a Friday? Jama'ah. It's time for us to stand up. It's time for us to start doing something and stop talking. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us istiqamah, so we can go forward, inshallah. I've got a few notices that I must read out, inshallah. The monies that we've collected from last week for the African Muslim Agency for the School of Excellence, that was 2,865 rand. These monies will go to Jordan, inshallah. There's a school that opened in Jordan. That money will go there. Al-Aqsa al-Mubarak, last week we collected 2,065 rand for this, inshallah. So I hope, inshallah, this week we upped it but more, so that we can, our small little contribution can make something easy for them on that side. Amin ya Rabbal Alameen. Then we have classes from Mu'allimah Khadija, Knowing the Self. That will be on the 21st of October on Saturday, from 2 o'clock till 3:30. And in this coming week, inshallah, I'll be starting with revert classes every Wednesday at the Masjid after Maghrib Salah. Whoever wants to join, please come and join us at the Masjid for these classes. Then there will be tafsir classes given by Sheikh Muhsin Sulaiman on a Tuesday. No, we must still give me the date when he's going to give the classes for him, inshallah. Then also we have a janaza. One of our brothers, it's our pastor, it's Rian Wilson, 41-year-old brother. He passed away this morning. Whoever passes away, Rasulullah says, whoever passes away on Thursday evening after Maghrib and on a Friday morning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give that person takhfif, respite from the adab of the qabr. So alhamdulillah, Allah has granted your brother a beautiful gift. Amin ya Rabbal Alameen. May Allah grant all the sick shifa and kamilan, all those who have deceased, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jannatul Firdaus, and Allah make things easy for us. Our matrics that will write exams very soon, inshallah. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves and dedicate your time to becoming better. Don't say, this is the kuffar system, I don't want to learn this. I heard some stupid people saying the same comment. This is the kuffar schooling system, we don't learn this, khatalaan. Really? Really? How are you going to prepare our kids? Study, read, learn, educate yourself, empower yourself. Be the best that you can be in whatever field Allah has guided you in. You be the best at that field. Moenier Sheikh raak. Moenie Moenier raak ook. Moenie. Kyk hoe lyk my sweet, kyk eens. Kyk my grys hare. Ek het hier gekom, dus ek swart hare. Dis Sulaiman. Swart hare, ek het my baard dus grys van die. Dat jy wil hoor nie. Dat nie hoor, jy wil nie hoor. My baard is grys en ek het 'n bless ook. Jy kan nie sien die bless nie. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless each and every one of us. Allah grant us ease and respite. Protect our brothers and sisters in Gaza, China, Kashmir, Bangladesh. Wherever they are living through difficulty, Allah protect them. Because the only reason they're being persecuted is of the kalima, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Subhanallah wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayh. Inshallah, today we will have kunut in the second raka'ah for Jumah, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la حي على الفلاح
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وبعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله تعالى وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدث بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أيها الأحبة الكرام، فإني أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله، فقد قال الله في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولا تلبسوا الحق بالباطل وتكتموا الحق وأنتم تعلمون. وقال الله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. صدق الله العظيم. وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم في حديث قل الحق ولو كان مرة. صدق رسولنا النبي الكريم. بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن الكريم ونفعنا بآيات وذكر الحكيم. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولوالدي ولوالديكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وبعد. فقال الله في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. وقال الله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال الله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. صدق الله العظيم. وقال الله في القرآن الكريم بنسبة صلوات على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عندما يقول إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وارض الله الخلفاء الأربعة أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعن بقية صحابة الأجمعين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين ودمر أعداءك أعدين يا مولانا يا رب العالمين. اللهم انصر المجاهدين في فلسطين اللهم انصر المجاهدين في فلسطين اللهم انصر المجاهدين في فلسطين اللهم انصر المجاهدين في كل مكان يا رحمن يا رحيم يا منان يا حنان يا بديع السماوات والأرض يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمركم بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجيب لكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون وأقيموا الصلاة. Brothers, please make yourself swiftly, inshallah. Semua make dulu sih terdekat. Jadi mungkin basic inshallah.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
حي على الصلاة
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.
قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر
الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. استوفوا صفوفكم يرحمكم الله. صلي الصلاة مودعا. straighten the sufuf inshallah, shoulder to shoulder. Bismillah. Allahu Akbar. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا إما يبلغن عندك أحدهما انهرهما وقل لهما قولا كريما واخفض لهما جناح الذل من الرحمة وقل رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق ومن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا
إنما أنت منذر من يخشاها كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها إنا أنذرناكم عذابا قريبا يوم ينفخ في الصور يوم ينظر المرء ما قدمت يداه ويقول الكافر يا ليتني كنت ترابا. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنهما شر ما قضيت فإنك تقدر ولا يقضى عليك ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت ربنا وتعاليك فلك الحمد على ما قضيت ونستغفرك اللهم وإليك. اللهم اغفر للمجاهدين في فلسطين. اللهم اغفر للمجاهدين في فلسطين. اللهم اغفر للمجاهدين في فلسطين. اللهم اغفر للمجاهدين في غزة. اللهم اغفر للمجاهدين في غزة. اللهم اغفر للمجاهدين في كل مكان يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وسكنه في الجنة. اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وسكنه في الجنة. اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وسكنه في الجنة. يا الله يا الله يا الله فإنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصل اللهم على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم. رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. اللهم صل على سيدنا. كما باركت على سيدنا محمد وعلى سيدنا كما صليت على سيدنا إنك حميد مجيد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله العظيم التواب الرحيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم. نتوب إليك ونسألك توبة ومغفرة هداية لنا فإنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم صل وسلم.
الرجيم. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا جعلنا مقيم صلاتنا ومن ذريتنا ربنا وتقبل دعاء. اللهم انصر المجاهدين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر المجاهدين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر المجاهدين في كل مكان. اللهم أصلح ذات بينهم. اللهم أصلح ذات بينهم. اللهم أصلح ذات بينهم. اللهم اجعلهم من عبادك الصالحين. اللهم اجعلنا من عبادك المتقين، واجعلنا من عبادك الشاكرين والذاكرين يا مولانا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وسكنه في الجنة. اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وأدخله في الجنة. اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وروحه في الجنة، وتجاوز عن سيئاته، واحشره من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين، وحسن أولئك رفيقا. ذلك الفضل من الله وكفى بالله عليما. اللهم اجعله من الذين سيقال لهم يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. سبحان ربنا رب العزة عما يصفون، والسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. سيد الفاضل. ايوه الحمد لله.